Um, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? And we are back. That's right. Today, not for the championship, not for the league, but for the Taça de Portugal, which is the Portuguese Cup of Chess. There are, I think, hundreds of teams. I can even open this and check for you guys how much teams are. It's the 47th edition, and you guys are seeing it, and you weren't supposed to seeing it. And round three pairing is already announced. Of course, no spoilers because why would I? And we were selected to play. It is the round two, but my club skipped round one, so we are pretty much already in round two without having to play round one. Now, before this game, I just want to say that this weekend I was supposed to play another more game for the third division. Now, I'm not gonna be playing it, and I don't know if I'm going to be playing. I don't think that there are more games of the league, the third division, in January. But in January, February, I don't know if I'm gonna play more games because I have stuff to do. Yes, I have a life. What? Who would have guessed it? Not me. But yeah, I can't really play any more games. But I did play this one. It was last week, last Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I don't know. I think it was Sunday, if I'm not wrong. 11th of January. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And we played against an opponent called George Coutu, which is unrated. How fun! Yeah. We lost against a rated opponent before. Now we go against an unrated. Had I, if I played the second round, which would actually be super cool because it's one of the weakest teams. I can't. What a shame. But yeah, let me show you guys this game. My opponent opens with d4 and I respond not d5, c5. Now, what is c5? C5 is the old Benoni. Without there are transpose, you can transpose into a Sicilian defense. This is a line of a gambit, the Smith-Mora gambit. Anyone who plays that? No? Okay. So yeah, c5. c5, the old Benoni, is not a really common way of playing. There are lots of transpositions. I have played this in the ICC, and I've gotten pretty much e3. I think I played it 2 games, and I got e3 in both of them, if I'm not wrong. Now, of course, e3, then I would have continued with d5, and we would have just gotten a standard game. But yeah, my opponent goes for d5, which is the main move, I think. Why? Because if we go back, there is an opening, which is d4, knight f6, c4, c5, called the Benoni defense. The continuation in this opening is d5. And then there are lines you can play e6, d6, g6, b5. What more? e5 is the Czech Benoni. Is that its name? I guess. I used to play this. I think it's the Czech Benoni. Yeah, the Czech Benoni. The engine hates it. I used to play this. Will I ever play it again? I don't think so. Maybe one day. But yeah, we didn't get that. d4, c5. We got d5. Now, of course, we are transpositioning, so I continued with knight f6 here. There are more moves. Probably. There's probably g6 right away. Let's see what the engine thinks. What the hell? Okay, so in the engine says play whatever you want. It's all equal. Yeah, knight f6. My opponent went c4. This is all normal position, and I went b5. Now this is the Banco gambit, the Volga gambit. I'm sacrificing the b pawn because I want to sacrifice the a pawn as well. This is fully accepted. This is only half accepted. There are people who accept. There are people who don't accept. There are people that play b3, which is not good. It's inaccurate. The engine still says it's equal, but the position starts to get comfortable for black. A lot of beginners, intermediate level players, advanced level players, not really, but like who faces advanced level players? I don't, you don't, nobody does. I mean, only actual good players. I'm not a good player, so yeah, I don't face advanced level players. Only intermediate. Um, they love to go b3. Of course, they love to go to b3. They're just solidifying their pawn. They open up the b file, and the diagonal is just fucking okay. Yeah. So you get b5. Now e3 is the move that my opponent chose. Now in this position, what have I faced? Well, b3, obviously. Um, yeah, not accepting the gambit. There's obviously knight c3. Then b4 is not that great. But knight f3 is technically the main line. You can take if you want. Probably the main line also. It doesn't matter. My opponent goes e3. You're protecting the c pawn with the bishop and directly. Now, I didn't like e3 when he played e3. I thought it was a little bit strange. Did I care a lot? I didn't ultimately care a lot. I just played normally. But as you will see more deeply into the game, yeah, e3 maybe not the best, maybe not the worst. Okay, I take the best move, and he takes with the bishop. Now, here I didn't know if I wanted to take. I was like, okay, I gave you my pawn, you didn't want it, so let's just open the file. The ideas of the Banco Gambit is that when you sacrifice the B and A pawn, you get two semi-open files, the B and A, where you put rooks, and then you just go to work. So yeah, I just took a pawn, and my opponent took back with the bishop. Yeah, here without taking the pawn, the engine is also wanting bishop e7. I didn't like bishop e7. I just took the pawn. He took back, and here I played g6. Now, not the best move. The best move is d6. And now I get why the engine wants to go d6 straight away. Here I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to go g6 or d6 first. The thing about not going d6 first is that there may be d6 complications from white. Not in this position because the pawn is protected like this, but if the pawn is not protected, the queen gets in and it just gets a little messy. Now the opponent plays knight c3, a good move. We go bishop g7, just shadowing. Knight f3, everything okay. We castle, he castles, and here instead of castling, I started to see moves like I believe now in the position is d6. Now I don't know if it ultimately works. I have to take. If I don't take, let's say I play e6, I okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know how long I'm talking without my microphone going like into shit. What I was saying is that okay, I yeah, d6 h3. I went for this plan, bishop a6. We traded. He goes a3, knight c7, and he goes e4. And now here I execute my plan. A6, an excellent move. Rook e1, okay, and then knight b5. He trades, which I find a little bit weird because this is pretty much the dream position that I was talking about. I don't know if you guys heard because I think this all went to dog shit, whatever. But yeah, this is the dream position that I wanted. Why? My pawn structure is immaculate. I don't think I've ever had a game where my my mic. Let me just fix my mic, guys. My mic is just. I don't.
Okay, so my mic is out of battery, I guess. What I was saying is that I got a dream position. You gotta teach beginners to play like this. The pawn structure is immaculate. I mean, I've never had such a good pawn structure. I don't remember. It's just, it looks so clean. Like they're all connected next to each other. That's so cool. Whatever. My opponent went Queen C1. As I was saying, I spent some time here because like Queen C1 came into a little bit of a shock to me. I was hit with Queen B8 in the last classical game, and that move it just didn't seem right. I knew that. Oh, in the end, it didn't even really matter, as a wise man once said. But okay, I'm seeing that the intention of Queen C1. Okay, you want to connect the bishop and the queen to try and trade them, right? But like that's stupid. Why didn't you go Queen D2? What you want to move your knight back to d2 if possible? Is that it? Maybe. The engine doesn't want that. The engine wants queen b3 immediately pressuring the pawn. And yeah, either rook b8 or something. I don't know. But the engine wants me to give up the pawn. Let's see. Oh, because you get a lot of counterplay. Okay. Yeah, I wanted queen b3. You went queen c1. I thought it was weird, but it wasn't. It isn't really that bad. And here, I went 90. Here, I had a bunch of time. Okay, the game was an hour 30, and and I think in this point I had like 1 hour. I was spending some time, but I wasn't spending that much time. Why? My moves were fairly simple. All of them were like they weren't that hard, okay? I mean, I thought about them. I just figured out some simple plans. I played them, and I got a nice position. Here, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to trade the knights or I wanted to keep them and go like I don't know, knight b6, try to go for some jumps. And I don't know what happened. Go. So in the end, I just went knight e5. I just couldn't really decide if I wanted knight b6 because yeah, okay, there's knight jumps, but the I don't know. I don't know if it gets complicated. I don't know if it's the best way of playing. And I was just like, let's just go to e5 because if I go to b6, I mean, he can try this, and let's say I have to go into whatever the hell this is. This is just very unfortunate. There is a checkmate here. Knight g5 wins the game. Very interesting. Okay. So yeah, here I just trade the knight. Took with the bishop, of course. Rook b1. Yeah, rook b1 was. It just didn't seem right to me. Why? Because rook. What is rook b1? Like, I mean, okay, yeah, you're getting off the die, but like the whole point of queen c1, rook b1 was so strange. He didn't connect the rooks. The queen was passive, and now the rooks look a little bit stupid. Here, the best move is rook a4. Why is rook a4? Good question. We'll get there. I went queen c7 because the queen here is active. I thought that if he ever wanted to go for some bishop f4, which is the best move actually, let's say random by me, h5, he takes take. I thought, okay, the pawn at least is protected, I guess, by the queen, so it's kind of better. And yeah, I didn't really had a lot of. I mean, yeah, you're just connecting the rooks. The queen is activer is more active in c7 than it was on d8. Oh, and now you can move the e pawn. Did I wanted to move the e pawn? I don't think so, but yeah, we keep going. So we go queen c7. He goes bishop d2. Bishop d2. It hit me hard. Not really. But the point of Bishop D2 is that I didn't really know what he wanted to do because he was playing a little bit weirdly in this side of the board. And I was getting like vibes of, yo, do you know what you're doing? Do I know what I'm doing? Do any of us know what we're doing? And I thought that the idea was super simple. Let's say rook b8. The idea was just to play bishop c3 and try to trade the bishops. Now, I didn't like this. I didn't like this position. Okay, it's equal. The structure is. I no, I didn't like this position. So how do I stop bishop c3? And there is an idea that I considered. Rook a4. Rook a4 is the best move. Now, I don't know if it's actually the best move in like a deeper analysis, but according to this like computer, which is not weak, rook a4. Now, the whole idea of rook a4 was that here it's just game over. It's actually not game. How what? This is the best move? Here I just thought the game was over. But it seems there's Queen E3 and you're fine. Wait, so why? Oh my god. What? So the best move after Bishop C3 is Bishop D4 or F6. You wanna put the rook here? What? And the position is like equal. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I played rook a4 with the intention that after bishop c3, I would just go here. And my argument is now you're cooked. Now you're cooked. Yeah, he's not. He can just go queen e3, get out of the pin, connect the rooks. And what now? Now I have to play, I don't know, take bishop d4, which is this, with the same intention of getting through this position. I didn't saw any of that. I mean, what I was pretty much saying is that okay, if bishop c3, uh-oh, here. Yeah, okay, this is actually a very poor misunderstanding from my part. The thing is, rook a4 is the best move, and once I saw Rook A4, I just couldn't look for other move because Rook A4 is just so absurd. And you know what? I played Rook A4 and I thought B3 didn't work because I was just taking the pawn. As you can see, yeah, no. Uh, but the thing is, after I played Rook A4, I immediately realized that B3 was possible. So I thought I was making a huge waste of time. Why? Because what am I doing? I mean, now I have to go back, right? But the thing is that this is the best move, Rook A4. And okay, now the engine is saying that Bishop C3 is the best move. I don't know why. What is it? No, I don't know why. Because when I first analyzed the game, it was saying that B3 was the best move, and then Rook A6. Now, this is actually super interesting because this app happened in the game. Now, the engine doesn't want that anymore, but it's still fine. And like, it's so weird. Like, Bishop D2, Rook A4, B3, Rook A6, and it's all the best of the best. The idea you're still in the open file. Your rooks are gonna be a goddamn like nightmare. Like you can't comfortably put a rook here unless you trade the bishop. And now, if he tries to trade, let's say takes, you just lose the pawn. The end game is lost because you're down a pawn, and I just have to win it. That's hard, but we would. I mean, we have to win the game somehow, right? Um, yeah, rook a6, and here he goes with c2, and I was just like, what? You just hang the pawn that you were protecting minutes ago, the pawn that made b3 work. Like, what? Like, this was just, I was like, wait, is there any tactic? There isn't any tactic. Like, I have to take. And I don't even have to take. Just if I just like pressure the pawn, I still win it because he cannot defend it. Let's just say I don't do anything. It's equal because he just gets in time with this. I don't know what he saw with Queen C2. I think now he saw that he had to protect to connect the rooks, probably. But the thing is, like, you just lose the pawn. I just take it. I just took it because what can I do? Not take. I didn't see any tactics. I was seeing tactics here in the queen. I don't know. I was seeing rook takes here, b4, which loses for c4. I saw that. I was even seeing bishop b4, which doesn't work because you just slide the rook back. That was what I was seeing. I was even nothing. Yeah, nothing works. I would just go here or here. I don't know. And like I was just so like, what is he doing? He just gave me a pawn. Goes bishop c3 now. And here I make a terrible decision. I double the rooks. Mistake. What I had to do was okay. Taking the thing about taking the bishops is that this is the same the position that I wanted to reach here without queen c2. But like it's I didn't want to. Here I played this like I didn't really spend much time, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't because I should have. The advantage goes down a little bit, and it's just because this position, which happened in the game, I thought it was fine. I thought I would play f6 and it wouldn't be that bad. This position is a nightmare to defend. Why? Because this pawn now becomes a kind of a threat, like this pawn in the structure. You do shit. I mean, the pawn is. Look at this. Like in this structure, yeah, okay. So if I could go back, I would have probably just went f6. Like f6 just why? Because you just stick with the f pawn. Of course now the pawns aren't connected, but this is just so much better than what I wanted to go for, what I went for. Other idea is just to take the bishop, obviously. I even consider going back. There is a tactic. What? Oh, the tactic. I'm glad I didn't play this dog shit move. There's just a fork. Yeah, I didn't for that. I just thought, what am I doing? That's passive. Just play S6. But I thought, I mean, the rooks are getting in, right? I'm getting into the second file. That this must be good. No, not really. Why? Because he takes, I take, and he just goes rook e to c1. He is pressuring my pawn. If I go here, he just takes. Now, is this endgame good? No, it's not. It's drawn. It's equal. My rook is good, but like, I'm so yeah, rook a1, I just confidently go back with my rook c8, admitting that yeah, maybe I did the right choice. I did make a mistake, but it's okay because we're still up a pawn and the position is not that bad. I've played worse. I've also played better, but like, oh, what can I do? Okay, so we go rook c8. Rook a1 is a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. I was seeing rook a1 as the only like move in the position. The engine wants queen b2. Okay, you're threatening the rook. The rook has to go back. I get it. And then b4. Is that it? Yeah, let's see. Queen b2. Let's say rook a6. I want rook a6. The engine. Okay, b4. B4 is a mistake. We got c4. Yeah, b4 never works in these positions. But h4. Rook c2. You know, what does rook c2 do? I mean, you want to double up? Is that it? Maybe, probably, I guess. Whatever. Rook c8, he goes rook a1, and I just take. If I don't take, let's say I go back, you just lose the goddamn pawn, I think, if I take. And then you, oh no, not like this, actually. But, yeah, I was just seeing rook going all the way back. I just took, he takes, and I played c4. Oh, this is actually the best move. I forgot about it. I just played c4 because, what do I do now? I can't bring my king, not really yet. I mean, rook king f8, yeah, it's just not that great. It's good. It's okay. It's necessary, but like there's just better things. c4. I'm trying to create a passed pawn. So he takes. I take with the queen. Not the best. The best was to go. What queen c? Yeah, nobody's going to play queen c5. Why would you do this? What do you gain from doing this? Like what? It's just some weird move. That's right. The idea of queen. I just take with queen. And here I wanted to go into this endgame. Now, I didn't know if I was supposed to take with the b pawn or with the rook. I ultimately took with the rook, which is the wrong decision. The best was to take with the b pawn. Now, why is this? I guess it's probably because now the endgame just plays itself. Why? Let's say king f1, b3, whatever. He has to problem with b3. Okay, he gets in time, I guess. Let's just say something like this. Not really like this because I don't. Yeah, okay. I took with the rook. I thought it was active. I thought, okay, I'm threatening central pawns. The rook is better here. Yeah, so he goes f3. Okay, you're protecting the pawn. That makes total sense. I want b4, which is a mistake because it seems that he can infiltrate. And it's best if you do it like this. In this position, actually, I was just seeing king f6, and I'm fine. The endgame is drawn. Now, why is the endgame drawn? Well, I think it's because, let's say, king h2, b3, the rook just goes to b7, and you don't have shit. I mean, you just don't. Why? You can't protect the pawn. The only way is like this, but, like, the pawn is not really, yeah, you're just not gonna. Gladly, my opponent did not go rook a8. I think my opponent here already thought it was over because he just started defending in a way which I thought was so weird. He goes king f2, and now what are you doing? I just play b3 now, which is also inaccurate because of the same idea. But the thing is, now it's not enough. But engine doesn't even realize how bad the position here is. It's saying two minus 2.5, and it's saying that b3 is the best move, but it's giving it an inaccuracy. What is going on? Is my engine okay? My engine is not okay, folks. What my engine, I mean, because it's saying that b3 is the best move, but it's also, I don't know what's happening. It doesn't matter. b3. Now rook b1 is just, I just go rook c2. I put the pawn on b2. The king went up. The king could have went anywhere. I don't care. And now I just go with my king. Why? His rook is already always stuck guarding the pawn. These pawns need to be protected by the king. And the rest, I mean, you just play it. Here he tries to go after the pawn. But the thing is, after takes, uh, takes, 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 there's nothing. I even saw, okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna do this. What is it? No, I'm just gonna take, and it's over. Uh, so we played, no, we played up until, I guess, this point. We played until King E5, and he resigned the game, and I won. And it was a good game, and it was a confident game. And I thought it was so weird the way my opponent played the game. Because, well, I don't know. He put up a fight, but like, did he though? This endgame play was just, I didn't really play it that well, and yeah, he just didn't want to, you know, go for it. Which I guess it's okay. Now the engine says that rook takes b2 is a draw. No, we didn't. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? We didn't have a draw. What? I was trying to see the accuracy. I played with a 93.1 and he played with an 85, it seems. Yeah, it was about it. It was a good game, confident game. It seems I played it like a master. I didn't really feel like I did that. To be honest, I just okay, I guess. It was an okay game. And now I can like spoil you guys the next team that we're gonna go against. It's Lole A, and it's not gonna be at home, which it sucks ass. Like at home we have so much more chances because the opponents they don't take their best teams. I can even show you guys that wasn't their best team. Was ours the best team? Oh yeah. I won my game and we won the match 2.5, 1.5. I get, yeah. With wins on the fourth board, which is mine, and second, and we lost on the third, and we drawn in the first one. So yeah, good game. I could look for our games. Where are they? Where are they? There somewhere. Where, here. It's this one. I hope you guys can see it. It's like in the middle of the screen. Here, yeah, there's my name here. There. Yeah, the guy didn't have Elo. The rest of them did. And, oh my god! And the rest of them were like a good team. Actually, yeah. I wanted to kind of see the name of the club. Club? No, not the club. The name of the no, yeah, the team. Whatever. It's Vitória Club Santana. We beat them, and it was yeah tough, but we did get it done. And now we're gonna go against Lole. I have no clue who they are. I think they're good, and I'm gonna look for them for like half an hour, and then see what happens. Yeah, I guess so. Low. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this ain't good. Okay. Um, are you seeing what I see? What I see is that the people that played for the club were like the worst from that team. They got 4-0, and yeah, yeah. This doesn't seem good. They have a lot of good players. They really do. Will I be granted the chance to play against them? Maybe, maybe not. They're good, and they're really good. Like, I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, last year the A team, not the B team. The B team was stupid and awful. We they got to the round of 16. Yeah, I think. I don't think we're gonna get through the third one. This is just. I mean, I don't know. How many teams are there still? So it seems there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's still 30 teams, so it's like the round of 30. Yeah, this is bad. We got a very bad pairing. Could the pairing been better? Of course it could have been better. Yeah, we didn't get lucky. We just this is really bad. I mean, what am I talking about? I don't even know. Okay, like anything can happen. Like really, anything can happen. And yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, but the thing is that the opponents that we faced were like super tough, and they were like they are in our division, in our group of the third division. I'm not kidding. They are actually in our division, which means that I hope that this video is not recording in like the best quality ever. Last time it was, and it was just a pain to like. Yeah, as you can see here, we have 1 point over last. They have 3 points. Like, oh my god. But yeah, like, what do we even do? I don't know. It's gonna be super tough. Yeah, where we're gonna go? Doesn't really matter. I mean, try to do our best. And moral of this video, I mean, do your best in like everything. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But yeah, you have to. You should keep going. I mean, You shouldn't give up just because you can. Yeah, you shouldn't never give up. I mean, keep going, guys. Bye. I think I'm gonna play some more.